Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Gotta talk a rumor that's been gaining quite a bit of steam, and that is The Last of Us Remake potentially coming to PC in September? Bruh. If that happens, we'll get to it. And then I also want to talk a little bit about the Callisto protocol. If you guys don't know, this is a new horror game that's coming out this year, actually, December 2nd, barring any delays. And the Steam page went up. There's some early system requirement information that I do want to go over as well. But we'll get to that in a little bit, and I want to talk a little bit about the game itself, because I think it looks pretty darn good. Okay, first of all, the snitch over on Twitter, insider_WTF, that is the that's the handle I should say, noted Part 1 02.09 2022, now September 2nd of 2022 is what that means, so I think that's what should be interpreted by that. Part 1, you can interpret that a bunch of different ways, but this Twitter user also leaked the entire PlayStation State of Play that just happened. Literally, like, verbatim, exactly how it was ordered, everything like that. And now, we got this Part 1. Last of Us Part 1 has been rumored to be getting a remake for quite a while. It makes all the sense in the world that it would come out prior to the HBO show launching. A lot of people think Last of Us doesn't really need a remake. I mean, whatever. I'll play it. It's a fantastic game. But the Twitter user also put a game controller and a PC, so now this is making people think that it's coming to PC as well, and it might be coming September 2nd. Now, it could be an instance of what they did with, like, the Uncharted Legacy collection. That came out in January on PlayStation 5. It's still not out on PC. A lot of you guys ask me what's going on with that. Bro, I honestly don't know. I thought it was supposed to be out, like, this month or next month, but now you got, like, a billion stuff coming out. Like, I don't know if Sony should be dropping all this stuff at once. I always think it's a better idea to stagger releases and not really compete with yourself. But whatever, in the case of, like, a Last of Us, the game will sell incredibly well if it drops on PC. And remember, Sony does have a goal of hitting $300 million worth of PC game revenue within the fiscal year, I believe it is. You need some heavy hitters to hit that. Spider-Man's definitely that. Spider-Man Miles Morales is definitely that. Last of Us Remake would definitely be that. And then Uncharted I don't put as highly as Last of Us, especially because, like, Uncharted would be big, but I think a lot of people are just not going to buy it just because you're not getting Uncharted 1 to 3, you're just getting Uncharted 4. I thought that was a complete misfire. Port the Nathan Drake collection, and I think that would do really well. I don't know, maybe they're going to do that at some point, hopefully they do, but as far as Last of Us goes, while I wasn't a big fan of The Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us 1 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I think it's a tremendous game. I assumed that at some point it was going to be ported to PC, just because, bro, you want a license to print money? That's going to do it. But honestly, I also thought that PlayStation was going to release Last of Us Remastered, the PS4 version of Last of Us, onto PC, and then they would try to double dip and throw the remake and release that months or years later. If Sony just goes the route of dropping the best available version of Last of Us on PC right away, hell yeah, I'm down for that. That'd be great. And if it's a day-and-date release with the PlayStation and PC version, that would be fantastic to see. Again, this is a lot of speculation based on somebody noting Part 1, but that's the only thing that people are really coming up with and that I agree with. Part 1, and Last of Us is something that a lot of people have been saying, a lot of reports have been coming out, that this is scheduled for 2022, and it's not even revealed yet. It seems like Naughty Dog is working on it, but we'll see how that turns out. If you never played Last of Us, you're in for a treat when you do play it. If it does drop on PC, it's a fantastic game. Again, not a big fan of Part 2. Technically, Part 2 is a tremendous game. It was obvious, it's obvious at this point, if you know about Last of Us Part 2, that there were some narrative issues in that game, to say the least. But we'll see how it turns out. The Last of Us Remake on PC, I think, will do incredibly well, and it would be a shift if it's a day-and-date release with the PS5 version, so we'll see how that turns out as well. Moving on from that, I do want to note the Callisto Protocol's Steam page is up. Dropping December 2nd. It's a $60 game. It's coming to PS4, PS5, Series X1, and PC. The system requirements, an early variation of the system requirements are out. I think they're going to change this. Just because looking at it, it's a little weird and there's no GPU even listed, but minimum, I could see this sticking as minimum. i5-7500 as the CPU and AMD Ryzen 3 1200 4-core as the CPU minimum. 8GB of RAM minimum. Recommended, they have listed an AMD Athlon 5350, so yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna be, you know, the recommended CPU as Athlon is a little bit of an out there CPU to have listed recommended in 2022, but nonetheless, 8 gigabytes recommended is listed as well. I'm sure that's gonna change. And we'll get the official system requirements closer to release, given the game is still, 6 months out, and hopefully it doesn't get any delays. This is a game that's being worked on by Glenn Schofield, I believe. Glenn Schofield's company, Striking Distance Studios. He worked on the Dead Space games, the originals, and that gets me very exciting because this one is looking to embody that same aspect and really goes for the horror route. I think the gameplay looks fantastic. We're going to see a full gameplay demo of this at the Summer Game Fest live stream tomorrow, so if you're interested in this game, tune into that or just, watch the VOD or whatever when it goes live and you'll see more of this game. But this is one that, we knew about it for a little while, but the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm getting sold on it. I think it's going to turn out to be a pretty solid game. So hopefully development goes along smoothly with that and it does drop this December, because now we're starting to see that latter portion of the year take shape. If Last of Us is out this year, that's huge. Callisto Protocol, you got COD Modern Warfare 2, Gotham Knights. There's some interesting games coming out at the end of the year. That's getting me a little more excited. And then, this summertime, next month, we got Digimon Survive, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Later this month, we have AI, the Somnium Files, the sequel to that. So there's actually some stuff coming out that, is getting me pretty excited. After a little bit of a quiet period, I think things are starting to pick up a little bit more, barring any delays and whatnot, but we'll see about that. That's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts on the potential of a Last of Us remake being released on PC. Would you be all over it? I know a lot of people think pretty highly about Last of Us 1, and a lot of people think pretty highly about Last of Us 2 as well. I really think most people enjoyed Last of Us Part 2. It's just, sometimes negativity is a little bit more vocal than whatever, whenever people think a game is really good. But nonetheless, Last of Us 1 on PC would be excellent, and the Callisto Protocol dropping December 2nd. Those release date, that system requirement rundown, we'll take it with a grain of salt for now, but the game itself looks fantastic, so I wanted to make note of that. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.